Hi there, crafty friends. Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Melissa, and today I thought we would make a super cute, super easy, super quick card using the Make-A-Wish press plate from Pinkfresh Studio. So this is not for sale. This was a freebie in May with purchase, and I ended up with two of them. So we will be doing a giveaway. I am going to give away this press plate, and I will announce the winner on July 21st, and I will randomly choose a winner from comments. So please be sure to comment and like this video. Give me a thumbs up. And we are actually going to hot foil on cotton paper. So with this plate, you can either press it with ink into cotton paper with your Spellbinders Better Press letterpress system, or you can hot foil with the glimmer machine, which is what we're going to do, but we will use cotton paper instead of hammer mill. And I have found that the gold foil works best when we hot foil onto cotton paper. I have a sample here where I used black foil on the cotton paper and it just did not give me a good impression. So when I'm using the cotton paper and I'm doing hot foiling, I like to use the gold foil, not a colored foil. So let's bring this in here. I've got it pretty much all warmed up. I'm just waiting for that timer to go off. And then we will add our foil and press on our paper. And we really do get a little bit of an impression. Even though we're not using the Better Press system, because we're using the cotton paper, it will make a slight indentation of the images. And then you also have that foil. And I think it is just striking. It is amazing looking. So let's get this going here. We're getting all warmed up. My timer has gone off. I can pull this out. My machine is like really snug. So let's get our foil on there, shiny side down, and then our cotton paper. And then when I hot foil with cotton paper, I make the adjustment of only one paper shim in my plates here. When I hot foil onto hammer mill, I use 2 sheets of paper in there. So you need to make the adjustment for your machine. Some machines are more snug than others. All right, so let's see what we've got here. And this is my absolute favorite part. And that came out beautiful. That is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I see a little bit of overfoiling, but not much. And when you get overfoiling like that, you can just take your eraser and just gently go over that image, and that extra foil will come right off. And I wish you could see this. I wish you could feel it. We get the indentation of that plate, not as much as if we were to have better pressed it, but we still get it, and we get the foil, and that is so pretty. I just love that. So what we're going to do next is we just need to color. And I wanted my image to be more elegant than childlike or whimsical. So we are going to use 2 colors for our images, and then also vanilla for my cupcake, cake, and ice cream, because I don't want it to be too wild. I want it to have more of an elegant feel since we're using that foil. And this is going to be so cute. Oh, and I guess I should have told you, we are using our Zig Clean Color Real Brushes, and this one is called Vanilla. And I am just doing basic coloring. And it is so, so simple. So we got back from our trip to Minnesota. We had a lot of fun. We were so busy, very, very busy the whole time. And we just did a lot of stuff. We went to Minnesota. We also went to Wisconsin. We took my mom to Wisconsin to visit relatives there. We went and saw relatives, and then we took kind of a little trip. Our relatives are in Amory, in that area. We went up through Siren and to Danbury and visited my grandmother at the tribal cemetery. We hadn't been there in quite a few years, so that was nice. And I am just doing basic coloring, going over that again. So it's just a little bit darker because the vanilla is light. And then we saw my son. We went mountain biking and we went kayaking, and we were just so busy. So busy. So then I am going to bring in my greens, and I've got a light green and a dark green. I will have everything used listed and linked in the description except for the plate, because the plate is not for sale. It may be for sale sometime in the future. I don't know if they'll bring that item back, but it was a freebie. And I did see that someone had posted one of these plates on eBay for like $28, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather spread the wealth and spread the joy and give it away in a drawing. So make sure you comment and like this video and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. And as you can see, I'm just doing basic coloring, and I am taking care to be very aware of where I'm coloring, because the Zig brushes have a very fine point on them, and I don't want to accidentally go out of the lines, because on the cotton paper you can't necessarily erase it or hide it very well. You know, if you color on hammer mill, you can take your sand eraser and you can usually get that image off, but that's not so much the case on the cotton paper. Once it's on the cotton paper, it's there. And the cotton paper does bleed a little bit because it's very similar to watercolor paper. It's very porous. So I will just go ahead and continue coloring. So now I am just finishing coloring up my confetti here, and this colored so quickly. I bet it only took me 5 minutes. I didn't time it, but it did color very quickly. And I'm just alternating light green and dark green on my confetti. And I think that came out so cute. I wish you could see it in person and actually feel it. This is so neat. So now what we need to do is we need to trim this out. And what I like to do when I have an image like this, because the plate is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and sometimes you'll just take this to your trimmer and you won't get a real good cut on that. You'll be a little wonky on one side and you'll cut too much on the other side sometimes. I just like to take a piece of acetate that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I keep that on my desk at all times, and then I can just line that up over my image and just draw a line around it, and that will help me to trim this out perfectly. And I won't make any mistakes getting one side too short or one side too long when I trim it out. So now I'll go ahead and get that all trimmed out. So that panel is all trimmed out, and now we can get that added to a card base just as easily as that. This was so quick. So we got back from our trip last week, and I was like beat for 4 days. I really didn't do much. I only kind of did what I had to do. I was just exhausted because we were so busy the whole time we were gone. And it just felt really good to be home and sleep in my own bed. So there we go. That's all added, and that is perfect. You can adjust that if you need to on your card base, just like that. And this card is flat, which means it will email or mail very, very easily. So I think I want a darker green. I had originally brought out my leaf from Pinkfresh Studio because I wanted to use all the same items, but I think I want to use the darker green. I want a darker green on here. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to place these on all the circle confettis. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. And then we will be done. So please make sure you comment. I am going to show you a variety of other colors in just a moment. So make sure you comment. Tell me which color is your favorite. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share. And I will do my drawing from comments on July 21st. So it looks like we need one more. So we have 7 for the rule of odds. And I guess we'll just put it right here. I think that looks good. Perfect. So easy and so quick. And I love foiling on that cotton paper. It's just so neat. You can feel that impression. You get that shininess of the foil. And that's just perfect. That came out so cute. I just love it. So a couple other colors. I've got one I did in purples. And I like that one too. That's pretty elegant. Same with the blue. That looks really nice. Then we've got some aquas. And that shine is just amazing. Then we've got our green one we did today. I've got a yellow. And you can change these colors up to any color you want. This one came out a little fluorescent. You know, I don't have a great selection of Zig markers, and that's a little more fluorescent than I would have liked, but it's okay. Then we've got a kind of, I think that was flamingo. They called that flamingo. So kind of a peachy, orangey color there. Then I've got one I did in pinks, and these are so easy. Oh my goodness. I think the whole thing took like 20 minutes, if that. So then I also tried to do foil on some black cardstock, and these came out pretty good. This black is just regular smooth cardstock. It's not watercolor paper or any kind of a cotton paper. It's just regular cardstock. And for this one, I used the white foil. I will have it listed in the description. And then I just added a rainbow of gems on there, and that came out really cute too. And this one I did on the same black paper, but I used speckled prism, and you really get a lot of shine on that one. So cute. So I hope I've inspired you. Please don't forget to comment. And thank you so much for spending time with me. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.